Back at it, Skirata. Really finishing up here, y'all. This is kind of the final stretch, doing the last little bit of weathering on the gauntlet. I'm gonna add like a blaster mark, I think, on the chest piece. But we're really, done. I got all the tubes glued in for the gauntlets yesterday. So one has 3, one has 2 coming off of it, and then I'll have to figure out once Cody gets here how long they need to be. I'm gonna just kind of tape them all together here, little Velcro on the end, they'll tuck right into the sleeve. But what I wanna do is where that gauntlet broke, I've added some chrome in there. I just wanna kind of give a blaster mark around here somewhere in this. So welcome everybody. And what I'm gonna do is just some dry brushing, black on here just to kind of give it that look, and then maybe do a blaster mark on part of the chest piece, just to give it a little bit of oomph, a little bit of wow, a little bit of You know how it is. So I hope everybody's having a good day. What's up, Ike? Yeah, I got, so yesterday I did get all the visor pieces done. Or sorry, visor pieces, all the helmet pieces done. So I got the mesh glued into the back there. And the visor is now attached as well. So the helmet is 100. Just need some padding on the inside. And then the gauntlets. Yesterday I got the tubing glued onto the gauntlets. But those are coming along nicely. Everything weathered yesterday. Everything clear coated. Now I'm just going to do a couple little details. Today, final pieces. Cody will be coming by on Saturday to do the old test fit. And we'll kind of see how everything goes from there. Everything goes. All right, so working on this piece here. A little dry brushing, just some acrylic black. There where that piece is on, there's a little crack in there, and I just wanted something to be cracked with Beskar. That's got to be a bad bitch. It had to be a blaster or something that came through and did that. What's going on, Cody? So I'm just doing some finalized weathering on this, but the tubes attached. So these are more than long enough, and then when you come, we'll get these sized correctly, and then I'm just going to kind of attach Velcro, tape the ends here all together, attach Velcro to it, so it'll just Velcro up into the sleeve. But these are all in there. This one will need to be glued again. But yeah, now I'm just adding some blaster kind of marks to where I fucked up your gauntlet, and I had to fix it because there are no mistakes, there are only weathering. We only have weathering. And then I thought I'd add a little blaster mark to one of the chest pieces just to give it a little bit of originality. Yes, and one of these have already come out, so I'm gonna have to re-glue that overnight. These were by far the most interesting, difficult part of this, oddly enough. Getting these fucking tubes, getting the tubes in there. That was the hardest part. I just rubbed black paint on my face. Please tell me I did. Don't know if I did or not. So yeah, I don't know if you're here, Cody, but I got the mesh in the back there. Visor attached. Helmet is 100. And I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but basically everything is painted now. When you come by on Saturday, the only thing we'll really need to do is we've got to figure out the Velcro for the cod and the back plate, just the placement of that, and we'll get that on there. but that's really it. And then the Velcro, you know, how long are the tubes? I'll already have Velcro in the suit for those to tuck up in the sleeves, so should be good. Should be good. Yeah, dude. There are no mistakes. Only happy little accidents. Unfortunately, I can't turn it into a cloud. Okay, so I want blaster mark to be on this thing somewhere up around the top here. So I'm gonna score it just a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna look badass. And then if it all fits and everything, we'll go ahead and get pics and stuff knocked out of the way here while you're here. Even if it doesn't all fit, I'm sure we can get the pics taken care of. There's ways of faking that. So there we go, huh? A little bit of scraping there for that. And then we're gonna add some rub and buff on that just to make it seem like it's gone down to the best scar. Yeah, this is basically, rub and buff is basically just a wax. It's like a floor wax. Same properties. You can get in and rub it into that. And we got pre. And see that kind of little bit of a mark. Now let's just do some dry brushing around the outside just to give it that blaster kind of finish. And then all I do is I just take some acrylic and I kind of get the majority of it off on this here napkin, and I'm just kind of dabbing it down. Something like that. And it just really gives it kind of a feel, gives it depth. I mean, that looks like that paint has been torn into. I love it. Love it, love it. And I just don't like to go too hard on these, because if you go too hard on these, and it's, you know, ends up looking like you were doing something intentionally to make it look damaged. And actually the CRL calls for not a lot of these kind of blaster marks, so we'll leave it at that. Just a pretty, pretty thing. So let's show you what we've got so far, what all is going on. Do a little bit. I'm not going to put on his armor because it's, you know, it's not my place to wear another man's armor. But I'm going to throw the vest on so you can kind of see what we've got going on with front and back armor. You can get the whole gist of it. So that is the gist of really kind of what the armor is. Pretty badass. Pretty badass. So there we go. And again, like Cody said, he's a slightly larger build than me, but this is going to fit, I think, spectacularly. I do have the back piece that you can on as well. So I've added Velcro down here, but I don't have a piece on the back yet. We may feel like we need to add it. I'm just not sure. I've got it on the backpack. So it'll stick. So we'll figure out if we need more for the back plate, but that sticks too. So yeah, Mandalorian. Gauntlets will go on, just kind of literally just slide on the arms, and you've got the jumpsuit underneath it. But that is how it is looking at this point. How it is looking. These. So we may, like when we get these on, it may be that we decide we want to do the strap portion. I think they'll hold up fine. I'm just not sure for walking around trooping if that Velcro is going to just be enough to really hold that on there or not. So we'll have to kind of decide on that. Same with the shin pieces. Those may also need a strap in them, depending on kind of how floppy they get. And we'll just kind of look at that as we go. But those are all easy fixes. All easy fixes. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to you coming by on Saturday and getting this cut on and getting a good look at what the armor looks like all put together, because I think it's going to be badass. I think it will be badass. All right, one more look at the helmet, y'all, and then I'm going to call it a day and go start playing some Jedi Survivor, because that is now available for PS4 for those of you cheap bastards that haven't upped and gotten a PS5. Survivor is now available for PS4, and I'm just playing it like it's a big ass long fucking Star Wars movie. So, hey Smarties, I'm making Cal Skirata commission armor, and I'm about to stop. So yeah, this is a fun build. Look him up, Cal Skirata. He was a Mandalorian commando that helped train the Grand Army of the Republic. Today I was just doing some final weathering, adding a blaster mark up there to the top of his armor, and then fixing my little mistake that I made over here, also kind of blastering that up. So that is what we did today, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. You won't be disappointed with the rest of my content. This will be finally put together on Saturday, and hopefully we'll have some pictures to show you the finished piece. But as always, y'all, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.